Hello and welcome to another update video about FET. We haven't covered it for a few days, actually even a couple of weeks maybe. But it's looking quite promising actually. It looks a little bit as if we have a 5-wave move to the upside. Price turned here around the 1.236 extension at 51.1 cents. Not sure if I talked about that range here in the last video, or if it was just on Telegram and Discord. I haven't rewatched the last video, but there were two downside scenarios. One was supposed to get into the yellow box. The other one, which would have been here the WXY, technically had targets here in this region. So the market reacted to one of these Fibonacci levels. And anybody who missed an entry or anything, don't worry. I think there should be another opportunity, because now that this is looking quite promising, this here could form another 5-wave pattern to the upside, obviously from the 5th of February low, and we might now be in wave 1 of circle wave 1, and wave 2 of circle wave 1 could be next. I have to say though, I have absolutely no evidence that this wave 1 is finished. So what we can do is, for example, we could use a trend line to figure out when this local uptrend is finished. Yeah, it's a bit like a price channel even on the micro level. I mean, I don't even have a real micro count for this. I mean, this looks a bit like a 5-wave move. It's just when you're dealing with altcoins on this level, there are just too many interpretations possible. So I don't even try, because people then, take it for granted, and these micro counts, they just change very often. But this looks like a tiny possible ascending wedge up there. So it could be potentially close to some kind of a top there. These often happen at the end, but again, until we break below that trend line here, I don't even have an indication that the top is in wave 1. So I think it's worth being, maybe putting it on the watch list. And this support region, by the way, has to be adjusted with the price. So as the price climbs higher, also the support region needs to go up with the price, as you might know. At the moment, if that pullback was starting right now, then the wave 2 should land in the region between 54.3 cents and 61.4 cents. So somewhere here, we would be looking for a reversal, support, and then a rally from there. First of all, however, the wave 1 needs to be finished. So it's worth being aware of the support area, which I made you aware of, for a potential pullback in an overall uptrend. But it's also worth to be aware about the next resistances. And resistance is here around 70.4 cents. That's sort of an area to watch, yeah, previous swing highs. But more important, up there, this region around 78, 79 cents, or let's call it 78 to 80 cents. This is the previous wave 1 high. Alternatively, it could be just an A wave. There's no way of telling the difference really. Does it make a difference short term? Absolutely not. If this is a wave 1 and a wave 2 pullback, and then a wave 3 to the upside, if this is a 1-2, yeah, and a wave 3 or an ABC, doesn't really make a great difference. Not in the short term anyway. So it's worth watching here for a 5-wave move to unfold. Once we have the wave 2 in place, we can calculate a target for all the 5 waves. Then once circle wave 1 is in, okay, let's see if it fills in first. If it does, then the circle wave 2 could really be an opportunity. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, there are some possible targets that we can watch for. Possible targets. I can at this stage really only give you a target for circle wave 1, but it's really only for initial orientation. Where wave 1 of wave 1 lands is a bit, yeah, it's not really possible, but it looks to me as if circle wave 1, I mean, typical targets, okay, 38.2 extension, that looks too short, yeah. Depends a little bit on how this is now subdividing, but it seems like the 61.8 extension level, that's a typical target for a wave 1 of a larger third wave, which this one is. So circle wave 1 of the larger third wave. $1.34 sounds reasonable, seems reasonable as a target. Looking at the proportions, that would work nicely. But let's first see if we can hold this micro wave 2 pullback. Then we can put these FIBs on the screen again, and then also look for some confluence between the target that we can measure by looking at this initial 1-2 setup and the larger circle wave 1 target that I just showed you. But yeah, whatever it's doing now, it should not break below 54.3 cents anymore, or this 1-2 setup is likely going to fail and probably not going to hold. But for now, it's looking okay, looking interesting, given that the overall pullback was quite shallow, and given that this is a potential 5-wave move up, and given that obviously, 1 second, looking at the longer time frame, we already had here, or FET did hold the, let's say FET did hold the support in the bear market as well, yeah, and here, which was in August 23. So we had some good long-term and also medium-term and then short-term support areas that all, you know, did hold. So it's looking certainly promising. Okay, that's my update about FET. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.